Let me record and let me share. Wait a second. Where is my class? Uh, Here we go. Guys, any questions before we start? ¿Preguntas?
No,
Are we gonna
actually
finish
not.
at the same time or we gonna take back the time?
Excuse me?
Are we gonna finish at the same hour or we gonna take back any minutes?
Um, we are going to finish at 9:05. So I'm going to try to do this like really fast. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So,
Here, I have to leave at 9 o'clock because I have another meeting.
okay, no problem. Thank you for letting me know. That's fine. So we are going to have a basic reading and listening activity. So I'm gonna show you some paragraph where you're going to have like a lot of information about these people's job. So I want you to pay attention. It is going to be, as it says, a reading and listening activity. Okay, so you're going to be shown like the paragraph, and also you're going to listen to an audio. Okay, which is actually the same as the reading, but I want you to pay attention because at the end of that paragraph or audio, I'm gonna ask you some questions. Okay, so for example, let's start with Bill. So this is the paragraph. So let me play the audio and pay attention because I'm gonna ask you some questions at the end.
Bill is a police officer. He works at night in the city. His partner is named Steve. Bill likes to help people in the community and stop criminals. He drives around the town looking for people doing something wrong. Sometimes he stops and gets coffee and donuts to help him stay awake. His job is normally exciting and interesting, but writing reports can be boring.
Okay, so what is this tense, guys? What's this tense? ¿Qué tiempo verbal estamos
Simple
usando?
present.
Excellent.
Simple.
Very, yeah. We're using simple present. But why? Why do you think that we're using simple present?
In action is the present.
Very good. The action is in present. What else?
Mm, and we are talking about third person, and I need to use the s in
Excellent.
every verb.
Very good. So whenever we use a third person singular in simple present, we change the verb. We add an S at the end. Okay. Not all the time, let me tell you. Most of the times, yes, but not all the time. Sometimes, depending on the verb, we add es, or some others we use ies. For example, in the verb to teach, enseñar, to teach. So in this case, we don't say to teach because it is impossible to pronounce it. Instead, we're going to use the ES rule. Okay, so we're going to add the suffix ES al final de each verb. Like in this case, it'll be pronounced teachers. For example, Kevin teaches English from Monday to Thursday, for example. Now, let me ask you this question. For example, according to the audio that we just listened, what does Bill do? Let's see, Camilo.
He is a police officer.
Very good. He is a police officer. What does he eat sometimes? Let's see, Adrian.
He eats donut and coffee.
Very good. We can say he eats or he has or he gets. Perfect. What is his partner's name? Mario.
I don't remember his partner's name.
No problem. So guys, who knows this one?
Steve,
What do you say? Sorry.
Steve,
Let's see. Very good. It is Steve. Steve. Now, when does he work? Who knows this one?
At
guys?
night. He works at night.
Excellent. Perfect. Thank you. He works at night in the city. This is irrelevant. Okay. I only care about this. This is my real answer at night. Perfect. Number 5. What is bad about his job?
Writing reports. Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Very good. Writing reports can be boring. Perfect. Now I have some like open questions, let's say. What if I ask you this? Let's see, Hector, could you be a police officer?
Yes, I could. I could be.
Why?
Because I like to help people, and I would like to. Could be interesting.
Very good. It could be very interesting. Number 2, have you ever tried coffee and donuts, Jenny?
Yes, I have.
Excellent. What tense is this?
This is present perfect.
Excellent. This is present perfect. The previous one was simple present. Even though we are using could, it is still considered simple present. Number 3. It is bad to work at night. Let's see, Arturo.
no, I don't see it that way.
Why
Actually,
not?
I feel like it's even better because you don't have to worry about the all the noise that you have during the day. I like that. So I wouldn't
Excellent.
mind.
Excellent. And now we have number 4. Do you prefer office work or working outside? Let's see. Hector.
Sometimes I prefer work on the office, and sometimes I prefer working outside. For example, in Saturdays, I prefer to work in my house, and on the week, I prefer to work in the office.
Very good. Very good answer. So I personally prefer to work maybe outside because sometimes office work may be a little bit boring. Like to be in an office the whole day, it could be boring. Number 5, would you like to work with a partner, Mario?
Yes, I would like to.
Very good. Excellent. Now, let's continue with this activity, which is I consider important because whenever we use present perfect, it is important to pronounce the verbs properly, especially regular verbs. Irregular verbs are sometimes tricky, but those are easier because of the pronunciation. We change the pronunciation. Regular verbs, on the other hand, those may be a little bit complex. Not maybe when we try to remember them because we are only add ed at the end, sometimes d or ied, depending on the verb. However, the pronunciation may be a little bit tricky sometimes, especially for non English speaking people. So As you may know, this is pronounced differently. Okay, so sometimes it is pronounced as id sound or the id the. So I have heard some students say helped, laughed, called. No, there is a rule, and it is important to remember this to be understood. So help me read this part, please. Julissa, help me with this part. Julissa. Julissa. Hola. Sorry, Julissa. Estoy hablando, no sé por qué no se escucha. No problem. Let's see. Arturo, help me, please.
Uh-huh.
Help me read this part, please. This.
The pronunciation of words ending in ed depends on the final consonant sound. There are three ways to pronounce ed at the end of a word in English: id, t, and the.
Very good. Esto, esto se usa para, ¿cómo se llama este tema? Fonética o pronunciación. Esto. Entonces, no estamos hablando en sí de las palabras. Esto se refiere a la pronunciación. Esto, this, is, it, and the, like in this case. When do we pronounce it? When the verb ends in T or D, like want. Want. Entonces, como podemos ver, la última letra es una T. And here, need, as we can see, the final letter or sound is a letter D. So whenever we have those endings, we pronounce it like this. In present is want. In past is wanted. Wanted. In daily conversations, we don't pronounce the letter T. So we can say wanted, wanted, wanted. But I always respect the ending. And then we have need. In this case, we say needed, needed, needed. Emil is joining. Okay. So help me with this, please. Help me reading this. Adrian Campos. Help me read this, please.
Voice sounds use the vocal cords and they produce a vibration or a humming sound in the throat.
Excellent. So we have uses the vocal cords and they produce a vibration. And what else? Or humming sound in the throat. Okay, en la garganta. So, touch your throat to feel. Especialmente lo que se le dice como cuando que el sonido vibra. Permítame. Se le dice que el sonido vibra, más que todo las vocales. Ok, más que todo las vocales. Excuse me, I lost my connection. No problem, Camilo, that's fine. So we have this as well. When we pronounce it as T or T sound. So póngale atención. Let's pay attention to this part. This. Okay? Like v, v, sh, and well, the sound like fix. So these are considered voiceless. Okay? Entonces, let's use the logic, right? Usemos la lógica. Si los voiced sounds produce a vibration, ¿qué hacen los voiceless? Ajá.
They add a T at the end.
Yes. Ajá. Pero si los voiced sounds producen una vibración, ¿qué hacen los voiceless sounds?
They don't produce any vibrations.
Excellent. So those don't produce any vibration. Okay? Because these sounds are not pronounced with the vocal cords. Okay? We pretty much use ear and our lips and our teeth. Okay, but we don't use the vocal cords. Like in this case, help. So that sound, it's considered labial, porque no usamos nuestras cuerdas vocales, usamos nuestro upper lip and lower lip. Help. Ah, entonces esta ed se va a pronunciar como una T. So we don't say helped. Instead, we say help, help, help. Entonces, because the anatomy of our mouth, it is very complicated to pronounce the P and T together. So this letter will become voiceless, let's say. La P se va a convertir en muda y vamos a exagerar el último sonido. Like in this case, la T es más fuerte que la P, entonces vamos a pronunciar más la T. Helped, helped. I'm saying helped, saying helped. The same applies here. Looked, sniffed, laughed, washed, watched, kissed, danced, fixed. Now let's see. Guillermo, no, Camilo. Help me with this. Help me with the pronunciation of these verbs.
Okay. Help, help, look, need, love, watched, watched, watch, esa me cuesta, watched, kissed, danced, fixed.
Ahora pronuncia la T. ¿Y la T?
La T de cuál.
De todos estos verbos. Vamos a ver.
Solo la T.
Vaya.
Perdón, es
Vaya.
que estaba me desconecté y entré un poco perdido.
No problem, no problem. Vaya. Cuando el verbo termina en estas letras, se va a pronunciar con una T cuando le agregamos la ed. Por ejemplo, si usted me dice solo help, help, I'm assuming that you're pronouncing the verb in its base form. Okay, not in simple past form. Si usted solo dice help, entonces yo digo, entonces es presente. But what happens if I say helped? Ah, that is past. So we have helped, looked, sniffed, laughed, washed, watched, kissed, danced, fixed. So try to exaggerate, Okay, in daily conversation, of course, we do not exaggerate them. Okay. However, I want you to do it right now because I want you to get used to it. Okay. So, Camilo, once again, how do you pronounce this verb in simple past or in past?
Help,
Haga el sonido, el último sonido fuerte. Help.
help, help.
Excellent. Ajá.
Look,
Come again.
look, look.
There you go. Ajá.
Sniffed, loved, watched, watched,
Watched.
kissed, watched,
Ajá.
kissed, danced, fixed.
Okay. Very good. Let's see. Help me please, Jenny.
helped, looked, sniffed, laughed, washed,
Mhm,
watched,
mhm.
kissed, danced, fixed,
Awesome. Perfect. Now let's see. Arturo.
Laughed, watched, kissed,
Ajá.
danced, and fixed.
Perfect. Excellent. Now let's see. Mario.
Uh, which one? Voiceless or voiced?
Voiceless. All of this.
Okay. Um, helped, looked, sniffed, laughed, washed, watched, kissed, danced, fixed.
Perfect. Excellent. Very good. So don't forget the rule, please. From now on, I don't want you to pronounce them as helpeth, looketh, sniffeth. No. Okay. Then we have this. The, the. This is and this one is the. So we have when the verb ends in L, N, R, G, V, S, Z, B, M, it is a D. For example, cold, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used, amazed, robbed, and climbed. Once again, cold, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used, amazed, robbed, climbed. Hector, help me.
Okay. Called, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used, amazed, robbed,
Pronounce this once again.
amazed.
Mhm.
It's amazed,
It is amazed, amazed.
amazed,
Ajá,
amazed. Okay, amazed.
ajá.
Robbed and claimed.
Climbed. No, wait. Yeah, sorry, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, this is claimed. Sorry. Yeah, claimed. Yeah, just practice this one a little bit more. This one, amazed. So yeah, this is claimed.
Amazed,
Yes, very
claimed.
good.
Okay.
Excellent. Now help me please, Adrian.
Cold, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used, amazed, rude, claimed,
This is robbed. Robbed.
robbed.
Perfect. So we have this, which is very important to know. Help me read this. Camilo Ederson.
The following ed words used as adjectives are pronounced with id. Aged, oh no, aged, blessed, crooked, naked, wicked, wretched.
Excellent. But what's the difference between these and these? ¿Cuál es la diferencia entre estos y estos? Porque aquí, si ustedes pueden ver, aquí tenemos este CH, CH, pero lo pronunciamos como T aquí, pero en este lo pronunciamos como id, by aged, blessed, crooked, naked. ¿Por qué? ¿Cuál es la diferencia entre estos y estos?
Que eso ya están en pasado perfecto. Si no me equivoco.
Mm,
No, o
otra.
ya, no.
Ujú.
Que eso ya tienen ya la terminación.
Pero ¿qué más? ¿Qué ven ustedes aquí? ¿Qué más?
Que empiezan
Because
con.
they're adjectives.
There you go. Excellent. These are adjectives. So they're not verbs. No son verbos. Ok, entonces aquí ya no aplica esta regla. Ok. This rule is only for verbs. Okay. Now, let's watch some videos.
Perdón,
Ajá.
puede pronunciar los que estaban abajo, esos en verde.
Yes, en este caso lo vamos a pronunciar con esto, con it, aged, blessed, crooked, naked, wicked, and wretched. Con esto, con ed.
Ok.
Pero ¿por qué, teacher? Porque estos no son verbos. Por eso decimos naked, ¿ok? No decimos naked, aged. Bueno, depende. Este depende bastante. Si esto se está usando, porque age también se puede usar como verbo, pero en este caso se está usando como un adjetivo. Pero si esto se pronuncia como verbo, vamos a aplicar esta regla. ¿Ok? But if it is an adjective, we are applying this. Okay, we can say aged or aged, blessed or blessed, which is weird. But the most common one is this one, naked. We have say the phrase, listen to it, then choose which it is, the or id. Aha. The verb that he's using is to talk. He's using simple past. Now let's pay attention once again. Uh-huh. What is the sentence that he's using? Let's suppose that I have this verb, to talk.
It's voiceless.
It is voiceless. Perfect. So how would you pronounce it?
We never talked about it.
Excellent.
Feel alive again.
Excellent. So in this case, it is a T sound. Talked, talked. We never talked about it. Okay. Very good, Mario. It is a voiceless sound. Oops, sorry. Aha. This one. To need. How would you pronounce it? How would you pronounce it in simple past? Pay attention. Jenny. Jenny,
Needed.
excellent. Needed. Ah. And this one? This one.
Locked.
That's the T sound.
Excellent. This is a T sound
I
because of
couldn't
the,
recognize.
let's see. If I got locked away.
Ujú.
Como les digo, en cuestiones ya como que muy normales, like daily conversations, ellos no van a exagerar este sonido. No se va a exagerar. Como yo les dije, lo vamos a exagerar nosotros para que nos acostumbremos a él y nos acostumbremos al oído también. Number 4. I love this song. I love it. So we're using this one, right? I'm sorry. The verb to call. How would you pronounce it in simple past?
Called.
Excellent. Cold. Con una D. And the last one. Easy. The verb to want. Uh-huh.
Is with ed.
Say it. Pronounce it.
Is wanted.
Excellent. Wanted. Porque tenemos la T aquí. Y si le agregamos la ed, it is id. Wanted. Perfect. Now, because of the time, let's continue with the last activity. I'll send you this through WhatsApp because of the time. So this is the most important part you will see. This. So you have 5 questions and I want you to write them down and then I'll give you, I want you to read them. I'll give you 5 minutes for you to answer them all. Okay. So for example, if I ask you, no, let's do it like this. Hector, what's the craziest thing you have ever done? How would you answer this question?
The craziest thing that I have, that I make, or that I made.
¿Por qué está usando may si estamos usando el done? Vaya, les voy a dar una recomendación. ¿Por qué? Because let's suppose that you are having an interview. It doesn't matter if it is for a job interview or a scholarship interview, okay, in English. And let's suppose they ask you this question. Hey, what's the craziest things you have ever done? Because they want to know if you can use the present perfect. Entonces les voy a dar a tip. I'll give you a tip, okay, o un secreto. Vamos a empezar con esto. Vamos a agarrar de la pregunta, le vamos a quitar esto y nos vamos a quedar con esto. Y le vamos a cambiar esto, obviamente, ¿verdad? Porque no va a ser you, va a ser I, porque ustedes están respondiendo. You know, the craziest thing I have ever done is having 2 jobs at the same time. Por ejemplo. Tener 2 trabajos, 2 empleos al mismo tiempo. That's the craziest thing I have ever done. What about you, Hector?
Okay. For example, actually, the craziest thing that I have, or that I having,
That I have
is
ever?
that I have ever is, for example, actually, I'm working at night. I study, and after that, I started to make the homeworks.
Okay, awesome, very good.
So just one observation. You said homeworks. Homeworks is, I mean, homework is very special. La palabra homework es bastante especial porque no se puede pluralizar. Nosotros no decimos
Ah, okay.
homeworks, solo nos quedamos con homework, sin la S, ¿ok?
Ah, okay, okay.
You know, I have a lot of homework to do. Tengo mucha tarea que hacer. Ujú. Because it's considered
Okay.
irregular. Very good. What about you, Camilo? What's the craziest thing you have ever done?
I have never done crazy things.
Excellent. I have never done crazy things. Perfect. Now we have the second question. What's the most expensive restaurant you have ever eaten at? Adrian.
The most expensive restaurant I have ever eaten at is one of that called Hollywood. It's in here in San Miguel.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of food do they sell?
And they sell ribs and meats and hamburgers.
Delicious. Perfect.
Yeah.
What about you, Jenny?
Mm, the most expensive restaurant I ever had,
I have
or
ever.
I have ever eaten at. It's a Chinese restaurant,
What's its
but
name?
I can't recall the name.
No problem. Excellent. Very good. That's fine. Now we have the third one. Have you ever broken up with a person, Guillermo?
No, I have never.
Very good. What about you, Camilo? I'm sorry. What about you, Mario?
Yes, I have broke somebody's heart.
Okay. Very good. Yes, I have broken somebody's heart. Perfect. That's fine. You know, guys, I have never broken up with anybody. I'm not that kind of person. So people have broken up with me, but they have never done it. All right. So then we have the other one. What's the funniest movie you have ever seen? In this case, okay, this is very debatable, let's say, because I can easily say watched, but um, let's suppose that in normal conversations we rarely use the verb to watch. Only if I'm not home, I want to watch TV or I want to watch a TV show. But the most common verb in this case will be see. They want to see a movie. Bueno, especialmente se ocupa eso, el see a movie, when you go to a movies, okay, cuando usted va a un cine. Esa palabra, movies. Do you want to go to the movies? Algunas personas dicen, do you want to go to a movies? Se refiere a querer ir a un cine. Esa palabra movies en contexto significa cine. But teacher, can I say cinema? Can I say movie theater? Yes. Pero la más común sería movies. So, Julissa, what's the funniest movie you have ever seen? Is Julissa here? No, right? Hector.
Yeah, I'm here. The funniest movie that I've watched I seen sorry. It's not a movie. I think there is a Paramount series. The name is The Office. It's very,
Excellent.
very crazy.
Okay, very good. What about you, Jenny?
Um, I need to agree with my mate. I think the funniest series that I ever seen is The Office.
I have never seen that. I have never seen that. No.
You have to.
Is it that funny, really?
Yes, but
Yeah.
more than funny, it's a lot of cringe.
Oh, cringy. Okay, okay. Maybe I should watch.
Hey,
Okay. Uh-huh.
just wanted to mention that she said mate. Well, I don't know if they're a couple, but wouldn't it be better if you use classmate?
Yeah, actually, yeah, we can say classmate, we can say mate, we can say
Really?
peer, friend. Yeah, mate,
Does it?
with my mate.
Don't you use it like when you're talking about someone you're in a relationship with?
No,
Not
no,
always.
no, no. So, for example, let's suppose that I have my a friend, but that person is not really my friend, like a close friend.
Mhm.
Solo es una persona que yo frecuento, conozco, entonces en ese caso le puedo decir, he's my mate.
Ah,
Ajá,
okay.
yeah,
My
y
bad then.
no problem. Y van a ver que en bastantes palabras se ocupa ese, ¿cómo se le? Espérame que se me ha ido este nombre. Compound se le llama. Cuando ocupamos dos palabras para crear una sola. For example, if we say soulmate, ahí tenemos la palabra soul y tenemos la palabra mate. Son dos palabras que existen por separado y por ende tienen su significado separado. Soul, alma, mate, compañero. Entonces, if I stick in together, soulmate, crean un nuevo significado. En este caso significa alma gemela. Soulmate, class. Class significa clase. Mate, amigo, compañero. Classmate, compañero de clase, ¿verdad? Entonces, a esas palabras se les conoce como compound words. Julie says for joining. Okay, now we have the last one because of the time. Have you ever spent too much money on something, guys? Hector, uh-huh.
Yeah, I have ever spent a lot
Quítamelo
of
ese
money.
ever, quítamelo ese ever.
Yes, I have spent a lot of money.
Very good, excellent. I want you to pay attention to this too much because Hector used the quantifier a lot of money, which is okay. I'm using too much money because I'm implying something is negative, okay? Too much in this case means demasiado dinero. Hey, has gastado demasiado dinero en algo. Yes, I have. Pero ¿qué pasa si lo uso como Héctor? El significado es neutral. Yes, I have spent a lot of money on something. Lo que Héctor está haciendo es que no es algo malo para él. Pero si yo digo too much money, es algo malo. Ya implica algo negativo el too much. Very good. Now, guys, what questions do you have? Do you have questions?
No, everything is clear.
Okay, so let me check attendance. Give me 1 second.